Hey fellas, what is up? This is Runescape, and Runescape happens to be that mystery, massive multiplayer, online role-playing game MMORPG, which I mentioned in the community post a few days ago. And as you can see, 69% currently have voted that yes, we want to know more about this topic. So let's get right into it. So as you can see, RuneScape has been around for quite some time. Of course, I haven't playing ever since, but I have known this game ever since early 2001, and I've been playing it on and off. So it's quite older than World of Tanks. Where's my point? We're gonna get to the point very soon. This specifically is RuneScape 3, the latest installment of the game with the best graphics. You can call them the best graphics because I can even show you the basic graphics, which, as you can see, that's a huge difference. Let me go back to normal. Oof. Oh boy, that was painful. For me, at least. So, just like any other multiplayer online game, it also has its share of a botting problem. However, Jagex, which is the company behind this amazing game, have made it their own personal crusade, and they encourage players to do this, to report bots, because they get removed from the game permanently once your report goes in. They investigate, and let me show you what happens with evidence. So here is my mailbox. I am Wot Addict, of course. I don't have any unread messages, but let me show you. First bot I reported was on the 26th of March, the second was on the 9th of April, and the third was on the 23rd of April. What happens to these bots? Let's take a look. This is the type of mentality which I expect also from Wargaming, but unfortunately they try to... Wargaming, I'm talking about Wargaming now. They try to give even the cheaters a chance to come back to the game. Other companies, such as Gaijin, which is behind War Thunder, I have to be honest. Even if I don't like the game, that doesn't matter. I have to be honest. They name and shame, and they put an entire list of the banned accounts. Over here, as you can see, this very nice mod told me, "Thank you for your recent report of botting in game. We want to let you know that we have investigated your report and have taken action against rule breakers as a result. Depending on the offense," and there's a set of rules that you go to and you read about the offenses, "we have applied," he meant either a temporary or permanent ban. It's a permanent ban, and I'm going to prove that. "Thank you for helping us take out bots out of Gielinor, which is the world of RuneScape. Keep reporting any bots you see, as it really helps. The anti-cheating team." Fantastic. Now let's go to the evidence. So here we are back into the game. When you find a bot which is moving around, farming, doing exactly the same thing over and over and over, and you can tell that it's a bot, you can report it right away, or you can detail report it by writing a few things in the chat box below, and then sending a report in which a screenshot of the last 60 seconds will be sent to the company, Jagex, and they will investigate, they will look into the history of how this guy is moving around, and when they discern that it's a bot, according to their rules, macroing, amongst the many rules that they have, which they strictly enforce, macroing and third-party software hardware, aka, as you can see right over there, botting of any type whatsoever, is a permanent ban once they investigate and they discover that indeed you were botting. Now let me show you what I did, and you're gonna have a laugh at this. Right over there on the bottom right, let me try and zoom in on that. You see where it says Ratuga fucking bot? Excuse my French. So this guy Ratuga was the third guy that I reported on the 23rd. I discovered him in a location in which Let me show you very quickly with a simple fast teleport. Yeah, this game is full of teleports. You can go like literally everywhere once you unlock certain locations. So I came here to do a quest, and I discovered this guy walking. Well, he teleported here, and then he walked right over here, and he used this chest. It's a bank chest where you can you can get your stuff out of the bank, keep safe keep them, etc., etc. And as soon as he touched this bank chest, he teleported out, and I was like, "What? What the hell? How did he do that so fast? This must be a bot." I reported him. Now, the beauty of this game is that when you add someone to your friends list, it has a number of options, which unfortunately I cannot show you now because no one is online from my friends. A few friends. You can add someone on your friend list. That person cannot do anything about it. And then you have the option to right-click, teleport to that person's location, follow that person around, find that person. These are all options within the friend list, and the other person can't do anything about it. They appear as a green dot on the minimap. Let me show you. This minimap right over here. The white dot that you see below, between the S and that yellow star, that's me. That's a real player appears as a white dot, you and others. When it's a person who's on your friend list, he appears as a green dot. So you can follow that person around, you can see what that person is doing, record what that person is doing, and send the evidence to Jagex. And this bot was 24/7 online. I could see him on that friend list 24/7. As soon as I sent in the report, a few hours later, the bot went poof, and he has not reappeared. It's a permanent ban. Wargaming? Why don't they do something like that? You know why? Because they want to milk as many players as possible, because they are losing their player base. They know it. That's why they're doing all these events with the FOMO effect, in order to try to milk as much as possible before, who knows what happened. Maybe the game will survive, maybe not. So this is what I want to demonstrate. It is related to online games in general, not exactly about World of Tanks, but about the misbehavior of the people who are running World of Tanks. And having said that, you guys are an awesome community. I hope you understood the message. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and maybe I'll do a follow-up showing you what I do to these bots. We shall see. Take care. Bye-bye.